So we're just going to run through our action plan, which is our go-to in any first aid situation. Okay, so the first thing that we do is we check for danger. So we just want to make sure that it's safe for us to approach our casualty. In this case, it's a baby. Just want to make sure that there's nothing dangerous in the way, and if we can move those dangers or fix those dangers, then we do so. And when it's safe to approach, we do. So we go through danger, then we want to go through response. So the way that we check for a response on a baby is just use our fingers or our thumbs just in their hands like so. What will happen, as a mum, you check for a response on a baby a lot. You don't really want to wake them, so you're not going to clap in their face in case they're sleeping, because most of the time they are sleeping. So you just want to see if their fingers will curl around. If their fingers curl around your finger or your thumb, then you know you've got a response and you know everything's okay. But if you're not getting a response, that's concerning. So we do fingers and thumbs in the hands. The other thing we can do is tickle their feet, just a little tickle, 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 and normally that's enough to get a response. If there's no response, that's when we really need to send for help. We need to call for an ambulance. So if there's someone else nearby, shout out to them, ask them to call an ambulance for you. If you're on your own, grab your phone, call for an ambulance, call 000, pop it on hold so that you can help your baby in the meantime. So once you've sent for help, the next thing we want to do is check the airway. What we want to do is just see that there's nothing blocking the airway. We don't want to tilt baby's head back too far, because baby's still developing, their neck's still quite sensitive, so we just tilt their head back just a little bit and just see if there's anything blocking the airway. If there is something in there, what we need to do is get it out, and that's how we do that, is we pop baby in recovery. So hand like this, around the chin, lift the foot through like so, support their head, pop them into recovery. With your finger you want to try and get that object out, okay? Once you've done that, then you want to check for breathing, okay? You want to look, listen and feel, okay, for about 10 seconds, no more than 10 seconds, okay? So if I pop baby on the back, if we've checked the airway and there's nothing in the airway, then we can go straight into checking for breathing. So we get down like so, pop our hand on the chest, we'll listen and we'll look and we'll feel just to see if we can see baby breathing, okay? If baby is breathing, then we'll pop baby back into recovery while we wait for the ambulance to come. If baby is not breathing, then we need to go straight into our CPR. So what we'll do is we're basically straight under the armpits, in the center of the chest is where we're hitting. So we're going straight through here with our two fingers, and we want to go straight down. We go about 1/3 of the depth of the chest, and we're going to do 30 compressions. After our 30 compressions, we're going to do a couple of breaths. We're going to do 2 breaths, so we tilt baby's head back just a little bit. We should see a little rise of the chest. We're only putting in a little breath. Okay, so we put in our 2 breaths and then we go straight back into our compressions, and we do 30 and 2, 30 and 2, 30 and 2. When you do put the breaths in, your mouth will probably go over the nose as well. That's okay. The air can go in through the mouth and the nose. That is absolutely fine. Okay, so you know that the ambulance is on its way, and you just keep doing CPR in the meantime with your 30 compressions and 2 breaths. If you feel uncomfortable doing the breaths, what you can do is you can just do the compressions, but we do recommend doing the breaths. You'll know when, if baby starts breathing again, you'll be able to see the baby, you'll be able to see, the baby will start to move. You'll be able to hear those breaths coming in, and there should be some kind of jolt. Baby might start vomiting, those sorts of things. Once baby is breathing, what we want to do is pop baby into recovery, like so, while we wait for the ambulance to come, and we want to monitor the baby, just see if there's any other injuries or anything else that we might not have noticed beforehand. We're going to keep baby in recovery while we wait for the ambulance to come.